Have you ever stood in a room full of people, laughter around you, music playing, a drink in your hand, and still felt like you didn't exist? You've got the job, the relationship, the apartment with the view, the gym membership, the vacation photos, and still, something in you whispers at night, this isn't it. Welcome to the quiet epidemic of modern life. Success without meaning, achievement without soul, the persona thriving, while the true self is starving. Today we're going to explore why this happens. Through the lens of Carl Jung's Depth Psychology, we'll uncover the real reason you feel empty, even when your life looks good on paper. Because maybe it's not that something is wrong with you, maybe it's that you've been living in someone else's story. In Jungian psychology, there's a concept called the persona. It's Latin for mask. Jung writes, "The persona is a kind of mask, designed on the one hand to make a definite impression upon others, and on the other to conceal the true nature of the individual." Think of it as your LinkedIn profile come to life. It's who you present to the world, the competent professional, the perfect parent, the spiritual influencer, the funny friend. It's not that the persona is bad. It's necessary. It helps us function in society. But the danger? When we mistake the mask for the face beneath it. Let me tell you about Mark. Mark is 34. He works in tech, makes 6 figures, has a fiancée, posts gym selfies, meditation reels, has a dog named Astro. From the outside, he's winning. But every night Mark lies in bed, staring at the ceiling. He feels like he's performing his life, going through the motions, like he's starring in a movie called Being Mark, but he's just watching it, not living it. And no one sees it, because his persona is flawless. What Mark is experiencing, what so many of us are experiencing, is the silence of the soul's hunger. In Jungian terms, we've over-identified with the persona and forgotten the self, the deep, instinctual, alive, mysterious center of our being. Jung says, people will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. But here's the thing. The soul doesn't care about your resume. It doesn't care about your follower count, your vacation photos, or your perfectly curated aesthetic. It cares about truth. It cares about meaning. It cares about the life that's uniquely yours, the one that speaks in whispers, in dreams, in sudden waves of sadness that come out of nowhere. That feeling of emptiness, it's not failure. It's a signal. The soul saying, I'm still here. You just stopped listening. Carl Jung believed that the greatest tragedy of the modern individual is living out a story that isn't theirs. From childhood, we learn to earn love by being what others want us to be. Smart, obedient, attractive, ambitious. That becomes our persona. But beneath that, there's a hidden part of us. The shadow, as Jung called it. The rejected parts. The artist you gave up to become an accountant. The anger you suppressed to be likable. The grief you never processed because it wasn't productive. We trade our wholeness for acceptance. We abandon meaning in exchange for approval. And that's the real root of the emptiness. Man cannot stand a meaningless life. Carl Jung. Let that sink in. No matter how polished your life looks, if it lacks meaning, you will feel it. In your chest, in your dreams, in your silent 3 a.m. stare into the bathroom mirror. Let's talk about real-world symptoms of this crisis. Maybe you constantly feel drained even when you're resting, can't feel joy in things you used to love, struggle with vague anxiety or restlessness, overconsume food, screens, dopamine to fill a hole you can't name, feel inexplicable guilt as if you're not doing enough despite doing everything. This isn't a personal failure. This is a spiritual starvation. Your persona is full, but your soul is fasting. Jung believed that healing this inner split doesn't come from fixing yourself. It comes from reconnecting to the self, your true inner compass. And here's the beautiful thing. This journey has been told for thousands of years. In myths, in fairy tales, in hero stories. It's the hero's journey, but inward. You leave the shallow world of success, descend into the unknown, your own soul, face the monsters of your past, and return with a gift, a life only you could live. This is called individuation in Jungian psychology. It's not about being perfect. It's about becoming whole. So what can you do? Here are 5 simple but soul-shaking steps to begin. 1. Listen to your emptiness. Don't numb it. Sit with it. Ask, what is this trying to tell me? 2. Reclaim the rejected parts. Write a letter to your 8-year-old self. What did they love before they knew what was cool? 3. Question your persona. Ask, who am I performing for? What mask am I wearing at work, online, with friends? 4. Seek inner experiences, not external validation. Journal. Dream work. Walks in nature without your phone. Moments where you're not on display. 5. Find meaning in the small. Jung said, the least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. Look for meaning in simple presence, in making something with your hands. In a single moment of true connection, the world will always try to reward the persona. Applaud the mask, validate the performance, but your soul doesn't care about applause. It cares about truth. It whispers in the quiet moments. When no one is watching, asking only, are you alive in your own life? And the moment you begin to listen, truly listen, is the moment you stop performing and start becoming. So if you feel empty, don't run from it. It's not a weakness. It's a compass. Your emptiness is not the end. It's the beginning of your return to yourself. If this episode stirred something in you, I invite you to sit with it. Journal. Walk. Turn off the noise for a moment. Ask yourself, what part of me have I abandoned in order to succeed? You were not born to impress the world. You were born to express your soul, and that is more than enough.